If an American says, put it in the trash, and a Brit says, put it in the rubbish, they mean the same thing. But if a British person says, I bought new pants, Americans might be very confused. Let's look at more real differences between American English and British English. Hi guys, you all seem to really enjoy my previous video on British versus American English. I'll link to it at the end. So this is part 2, with some new examples that learners often find confusing. Let's get into it. Different words, same meaning. Holiday, British. Vacation, American. I'm going on holiday next week. I'm going on vacation next week. Same meaning, different word. As a side note, in Thailand, they call a day off a holiday. Teacher, are you on holiday? No, I'm at home. Yes, you're on holiday. No, that's my day off. Different. British, flat. American, apartment. I live in a flat. I live in an apartment. Same thing, different word. British, lift. American, elevator. Take the lift to the 3rd floor. Take the elevator to the 3rd floor. British, rubbish. American, trash or garbage. Put it in the rubbish. Put it in the trash. Different word, same meaning. British, pants. Means underwear. US, pants. Trousers. I bought new pants. I bought new underwear. I bought new pants. I bought new trousers. Now, in the UK, this sentence can be embarrassing or can just reveal too much information and possibly confuse the listener of your conversation. So be careful. British, chips. American, fries. British, fish and chips. American, fish and fries. Also, US use the word chips, but in Britain we call them crisps. One of the most difficult words for Thai learners to pronounce is crisps. They can't do it. Crisps. No, crisps. Very difficult word because of how they pronounce their own language. The word biscuit. In British English, it means a sweet. Would you like a biscuit? Usually with a cup of tea or a coffee. American English, would you like a biscuit, is kind of a bread type dish that you eat with a meal. So the American biscuits are what we would call in the United Kingdom a scone. And we would have a scone with clotted cream, jam, usually with tea or coffee in the afternoon. So similar to our scone, but completely different to our biscuits. British biscuits are the best. Pronunciation differences. How do we pronounce this word? British people pronounce it schedule. Americans pronounce it schedule. I think I more American pronunciation this because I do call it a schedule. Is it tomato or tomato? British people call it a tomato. Americans call it a tomato. Same food, same vegetable, different drama. How do you pronounce this word? British English, it is either. American English, either. So we have either, neither, neither. Remember, if you put an N in front of it, it is not either, not neither. Again, I use an American one for this. I do say either. Am I contradicting myself in this video? I don't know. Politeness and style. British English, very indirect and polite. Excuse me, I was wondering if you might be able to help me. American English is more direct but friendly. Hey, can you help me with this? So British English is often more indirect. We use a lot of modal verbs and we use politeness tags at the start and the end. Excuse me, sorry to bother you, thank you, please. But American English is usually more direct. It's not rude, it's just clear. Which one do you use? What about this little phrase? In British English, interesting can sometimes mean I don't like it or you are an idiot. In American English, it usually means I really mean it. So this example is in one of my politeness videos. I'll put the link in the description below. So if a British person says, that's interesting, you're questioning their choices. But if an American says, wow, that's interesting, they genuinely find it interesting. I find this part interesting, how different British and American English is. Do you? I hope so. That's why you're here. So, quick check. Which one's British? Put your answer down in the comments below. Rubbish? Trash. Flat? Apartment? Chips or fries? You can pause the video if you like. Write it in the comments down below. I'll say yes or no. Most of you will get it correct. I'm pretty sure of it. So that's a wrap, guys. American versus British English, part 2. They're both correct. What matters is that you understand the difference. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Tell me in the comments, which ones do you use? Which ones surprised you the most? Which ones did you think were British but were actually American? Or which ones were American but actually British? So let me know. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Watch this video here. I'll be waiting for you and see you next time, guys.